Okay, we'll continue. Sorry for the disturbance. So next, so we'll continue the class. అయిపోయారా జాయిన్ అయితేనే ఉంటారు కంటిన్యూస్ ఆల్మోస్ట్ 10-20 అవుతుంది. Okay, it's okay. So network done. So what I'm telling is here, so beyond this limit, okay, so beyond this limit we could not increase the pressure, so we have to check. So to do so, we need to extract the mean effective pressure for that. So here what, at 3 to 4 and 2 to 1 we are taking, so P3 and P4, P2 and this is P1, we know this thing. So P3, so how we will write, extract this formula, P3 V3, P3 V3, P3 V3 minus, अरे बाबू इनसेप जाने तरह. Okay, so P3 V3 minus P4 V4, P3 V3 minus P4 V4 by gamma minus 1, gamma minus 1. So I'm extracting the formula by gamma minus 1. So minus, how we can write this work done? 2 to 1, right? The same way as this thing, P2 V2, P2 V2, P2 V2 minus P1 V1 minus P1 V1, right, by gamma minus 1, gamma minus 1. So this is a symbol, gamma is what? Gamma is a symbol for adiabatic, right? Adiabatic symbol, isentropic adiabatic will take n gamma, okay, compression expansion will take, right? So gamma is the symbol for adiabatic. So P2 V2 minus P1 V1 by gamma minus 1. So this is the formula, okay, for net work done. We extracted from the this thing PV diagram, okay. So P2 V2 P3 V3 minus P4 V4 gamma minus 1 minus P2 V2 minus P1 V1 by gamma minus 1. So next we'll continue with the derivation now. So for that, first here I'm taking the P1 V1 common, P1 V1 by gamma minus 1 I'm taking common here. So why I'm taking here, nothing but here I can know the values of pressure of and volume. P1 V1 manaki telescoach, okay. So for that I'm taking this common, P1 V1 by gamma minus 1, P1 V1, because in the question also he'll mention in the question P1 V1, he'll give in the question at some this pressure, at some this volume, okay. So we can know this values P1 V1. So I'm taking the common P1 V1 by gamma. So how can we write this derivation? P3 V3 P3 V3 by P1 V1 minus, right, P4 V4 by P1 V1 okay. So next minus, if I remove this brackets, okay, so if I remove this brackets, so what I'll get, minus, right, P2 V2 by gamma minus sorry P1 V1, right, plus 1. So minus into minus, so I'll get here plus 1, right. So I'm closing the bracket. So this we can extract P1 V1 by gamma minus 1. We had taken common, so we got this value. So now we'll derive complete. So next, so I can write the values like 1 minute. So, so I need to take the compression like R value this column. So R value. So I can take the R value from here in this section, R value, compression ratio. Okay, compression ratio. R is nothing but here compression ratio. So R value. So how I'll take this R value? So volumes. Okay, so volume V1 by V2. So this value I'll take R V1 by V2. Okay, swept volume, which I can use V1 by V2. Okay, so R is equal to R is equal to R is equal to V1 V1. So you need to remember all this theory part అమ్మ theory section లా గుర్తు పెట్టుకోవాలి ఇవన్నీ definitions అని కూడా R is equal to V1 by V2, which I can also write this thing as, so here you can say okay, V1 is equal to V4, we are maintaining constant, so I can write this here V1 V4, V1 is equal to V4 and V2 is V3, V2 is equal to V3, so V4 by V3. Okay, so remember this R value is V1 by V2 equal to V4 by V3. So now we'll derive from the process 3 to 4. From the process 3 to 4, I'm writing here 3 to 4, 3 to 4 process. For process 3 to 4, you write down like this. I'm taking the constant, gas law constant, PV power gamma is equal to constant. Manaki formula telsu PV power gamma is equal to constant. Okay, so from this 3 to 4, from the PV diagram, I can extract like this, right? P3 V3 per gamma is equal to P3 V3, okay, per gamma is equal to, right? P4 V4 whole per gamma, right? P4 V4 P4 V4 whole per gamma. So now I can write the pressure values like P3 by P4 is equal to P3 by P4, P3 by P4 is equal to, so how can I write this? V4 by V3 whole per gamma, right? V4 by V3, V4 by V3 whole per gamma, right? P3 by P4 equal to V4 by V3 whole per gamma. So next, this is what here I can write this P3 by P4, V4 by V3 here is R, right? V4 by V3 is R. So I can write this P3 by P4 equal to P3 by P4, P3 by P4 is equal to R power gamma. R per gamma. Okay, P3 by P4 is equal to, which is R, V4 by V3 is R per gamma. So that, so next, I'll see for process 1 to, so 3 to 4, we have derived this pressure value, okay, P3 by P4. Next, I'm taking here 2 to 1. For process 2 to 1, for process 2 to 1, for process 2 to 1, so same PV per gamma is equal to constant. So how can I write this? How can I write this? So P2 V2, P2 V2, P2 V2 whole per gamma, right, is equal to what? P1 P1 V1 whole per gamma, right? Sorry, 1 to 2. Process 1 to 2. Sorry, not 2 to 1. 1 to 2. 1 to 2. So I can write this as 1 and this is 1, right? P2 V2 whole per gamma. So when I extract this thing also, so I can write this thing P1 by P2 equal to P1 by P2 P2 equal to, right? How can I write this? V2 by V1, V2 by V1 whole per gamma, right? V2 by V1 whole per gamma. So simple, P1 by P2 we extracted here. So when I do this P2 by P1 and the P1 by P2 I want P2 by P1 చేశాను అనుకోండి. Okay, it's in reverse state. So I'm writing here P2 by continuation P2 by P1 equal to V1 by V2 అవుతుంది. So V1 by V2, so V1 by V2 whole per gamma, V1 by V2 whole per gamma. Okay, so V1 by V2 here is what? R again, right? So I can write this here equal to R power gamma. See, I could not write gamma and R correctly, so don't get confused. R and this is gamma, okay? So gamma koncham itla I'm making mark like this, so just please notify that. So R power gamma. So P2 by P1 is equal to R power gamma. So here P2 by P1 is equal to P3 by P4 is equal to R per gamma. You just remember this thing, P2 by, so write this also, P2 by P1, P2 by P1 is equal to P3 by P4, right? P3 by P4 is equal to R power gamma. So remember this thing, R power gamma. So we'll continue the derivation next. So we are going to substitute all these things in the net work done. అంటే net work done లో మనం ఇవి ఎందుకు చేస్తున్నాం for this process and all that, we are nothing but we to derive the equation to get the RP value, okay, pressure ratio value. So we are deriving all this thing, okay. So for getting this RP value, so మనం దీన్ని ఇది substitute చేసి, so how we can increase and pressure ratio ని ఎట్లా ఇంక్రీజ్ చేస్తే ఎలా efficiency increase అవుతుంది అనేది we can derive here. So next, so this thing, so R per gamma. So next one more thing is also there here, so that is pressure ratio, also pressure ratio, which is P3 by P2, this thing P3 by P2 or P4 by P1 is equal to alpha, which is also RP అనుకొని టెక్స్ట్ బుక్స్ లో RP అని మార్క్ చేస్తారు. You just take the mark RP. Okay, so I'm clearing it and writing clear, మనకు కావాల్సిన డెరివేషన్స్ మాత్రం తీసుకున్నాం. I hope you have written all these things. క్లియర్ గా రాసేసుకోండి, నేను చెప్తున్నప్పుడే రాసేసుకోండి. సో ఐఎమ్ క్లియరింగ్ ఇట్. ఓకే, ఐ హోప్ యూ అండర్స్టాండ్ ఆల్ దీస్ థింగ్. ఎనీ డౌట్స్ అప్ టు హియర్ కెన్ ఆస్క్, అండ్ డౌట్స్ ఉంటే అడగండి అమ్మా ఇక్కడ వరకు. ఓకే, గుడ్, నో డౌట్స్. సో నెక్స్ట్, so I'm just clearing it.